Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Punting in Pauper, the show where I do my best to not absolutely punt and stumble my way through some Pauper games here on MTGO. I'm your host, Gord, and today we have a very exciting, very explosive Izzet Blitz list. So we're going to try to win as soon as we can, playing a fairly small creature count to try and just blow out our opponent really early, really fast, and out of nowhere. So we're going to go over the creatures first here, just to kind of give you guys an idea of why we're playing just so many cantrips and stuff. So first up, we have Delver of Secrets, a card that almost needs no introduction in the Pauper format. It is a 1-mana, 1/1 human wizard. And at the beginning of our upkeep, we look at the top card of our library. We can reveal it, and if it's an instant or sorcery card, we get to flip Delver over into the Insectal Aberration, which is a 3/2 flyer. So as early as turn 2, we can have that thready flyer up in the air, and that does a lot of good work for us. Yeah, again, this is just a huge card in the Pauper format, so it just makes a lot of sense to play it in this deck. Next up, we have our main threat here with Kiln Fiend. This is a 2-mana, 1/2 elemental beast. And whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, Kiln Fiend gets +3/+0 until end of turn. So, as you can probably imagine, that's going to get out of control very fast, and hopefully be what takes our opponent out of the game. We also have backup Kiln Fiends here with Nivix Cyclops. This is a 3-mana, 1/4 defender, and whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, it also gets +3/+0 until end of turn, and it can attack as though it didn't have defender. So we do have a little bit of redundancy in that Kiln Fiend slot to kind of help make sure that we can push that game plan forward. So with that being said, we'll take a quick look at the rest of the list here. So running a fairly small land count, only at 18, our bulk of our deck is in 1-drops, right? 27 cards. So we don't need a whole lot of lands. We can pretty much curve out on like 3-4 at max. Playing 2 Evolving Wilds just in case our draws don't line up, help us get the colors we need. And then the rest are just Island and Mountains. Pretty straightforward. As far as 1-drops go, we are playing Mutagenic Growth. We don't have any green sources in the deck, so we're going to have to pay life for this. We're going to pay the Phyrexian mana, which is 2 life. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, of course. That's huge, right? It's going to end up being even more with our Kiln Fiend and Cyclops. So basically every spell I list from here on out is going to trigger our threats and make them even bigger. So, and the good part about Mutagenic Growth is we don't have to pay any mana for it. We can just pay a life. So next up, whenever I'm in red in the Pauper format, I'm going to play Lightning Bolts. So we got 2 Lightning Bolts, acts as a little bit of removal, acts as some reach, help us get through in the late game. Sapphire Charm, this one's a little bit different, not commonly played, but 1-mana instant. We can target player draws a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. We can target ourselves, target creature gains flying until end of turns, target one of our creatures, and then target creature an opponent controls phases out. So if there's like a Gurmag or something big that we need to move out of the way so that we can get an attack in, we can use that for that. So 2 copies of that. 1 copy of Spell Pierce in the main deck, just as an early counter spell, or shut down like a Pestilence or something like that if it tries to hit the ground. So not a bad little counter to run main deck. Then we're going to play a whole ton of cantrips. We got Preordain here, scry 2, then draw a card, help keep us filtering, find what we need, playing 4 copies of that. 4 copies of Ponder, which is 1 mana, look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put them back in any order. You may shuffle your library, draw a card. So again, we can see what we're working with, we can shuffle away stuff we don't want, we can order our draws for our Delver flips, which is really nice. And then after Ponder, we're going to play 2 copies of Peak. This is 1-mana instant, look at target player's hand, so we can see what opponent's doing, see if they have any removal, see how we're going to play out our next line. And then we get to draw a card, so, kind of a dual purpose there. We're running 2 Dispel main deck, just counter target instant spell, keep us protected from removal and other such, and like fogs and stuff. And then last in the 1-drop slot, we have 2 copies of Brainstorm. So this is draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. So again, we can use this for our Delver flips. It is at instant speed. We can trigger our creatures, and the biggest thing is helping with the Delver flips and setting up our draws. So yeah, a whole lot of cantrips there in the 1-drop slot. Now over in the 2-drop slot, first up is Apostle's Blessing, which we're likely, well, we have to. We're going to play this as a 1-drop as well. We're going to pay the Phyrexian mana, so 2 life for the white over here, and then 1 of any color for the Apostle's Blessing itself. And it's an instant, target artifact or creature you control gains protection from artifacts or from the color of your choice till end of turn. So we can use this as protection. We can use this to swing in through a colored creature that we need to, and of course it will trigger our threats. And then we also have the best card in the deck, the finisher as it were, Temur Battle Rage. 2-mana instant. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn, which is huge. Double strike is great to have, because we only need to get one of our threats to 10 power then, right? Which is pretty achievable in this deck. And it also has Ferocious, so that creature also gains trample until end of turn if we control a creature with power 4 or greater. And then, of course, Kiln Fiends in that 2-drop slot. Nivik Cyclops in the 3, we talked about that. And then, finally, we have Fire Ice. This is just a little bit of a tech card, split card. So Fire deals 2 damage divided as we choose among any target. So we can put 2 somewhere, we can put 1 here, 1 there, kind of however we want it. And then the other side is Ice, which is 1 in a blue for tap target permanent, draw a card. So that is the main deck. As you can see, we're gonna try to curve out real early, get in and take our opponent out before they know what hit them. Let's take a quick look over here at the sideboard. We have 2 copies of Relic, Hate on the Graveyard. We have 2 copies of Gut Shot. We can pay the Phyrexian mana, or we can just pay a red. Either or works. It deals 1 damage to any target. Help us with some extra reach, a little bit of removal. Red Elemental Blasts for the blue matchups. Braids, again, when I'm playing Pauper, this is always in my my red deck sideboards. Blow up some artifacts, or we can use this as a removal spell, so it's really flexible that way. Dragon Fodder makes some tokens if we need to go a little bit wide. Flaring Pain if we're up against any fog decks that are going to try to stop the damage, so damage can't be prevented, and then it does have flashback. And then we just have some extra counters, so extra Spell Pierce and 2 extra Dispels in the sideboard. So there you go, we have main deck, sideboard. Let's get into some games here, and let's see if we can blitz our opponents out of the game really early.
Alright, Punting in Pauper with some Izzet Blitz, and we win the die roll. We'll play first, and yeah, this seems like a good hand. Cool, we'll keep this. Alright, so let's go ahead and island. Do we want to get Delver down now? We do run the risk of immediately losing our creature. But we could also brainstorm to set it up, but then we're taking a turn off, technically, from our Kiln Fiend. But we can't cast anything on Kiln Fiend turn 2 anyway, so let's brainstorm. And we'll put back Growth and Brainstorm. Maybe should have held on to the Growth, but that's fine. Pass the turn. One play Secluded Step tapped. Okay. We will play Delver of Secrets. Play Mountain. We can hold open our Bolt, and we can Blessing to keep it safe should we need to. And we'll pass the turn. I'm just going to put Jukebug, sure. We'll lose our Brainstorm from the yard, but that's fine. Not really a graveyard deck anyways. We pass is okay. So we will reveal our Mutagenic Growth, flipping Delver, attack for 3. Second main, let's play an island, and we'll Kiln Fiend. So same idea here, we got our Blessing open to keep something safe. We can Brainstorm instant speed if we really have to. I don't think we should, and we can Mutagenic Growth. So yeah, pass turn like that. Let's play Prophetic Prism, okay, that's fine. You get to draw, and they pass, right. Okay, I think that just means we get there, honestly, with all the spells we have here. So let's Mutagenic Growth, Kiln Fiend, take some life. Let's Brainstorm. Put back Cyclops, Kiln Fiend. We Ponder. And yeah, opponent sees it coming. We had the Bolt in hand, so yeah, sweet. Let's go to sideboards. That was turn 4, not bad. I think opponent's on Pestilence, but I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to change up too much. So let's go down to Fire Ice and bring in the Spell Pierce and just try it like that. Alright, we don't have a threat in our hand here. We do have a couple more looks, but I don't know if that's good enough, even with, you know, our growths and our Battle Rage here, so I think we'll mulligan. Wow. I guess we'll keep. Let's put one of the Delvers at the bottom. Probably as an Ancient Den. Draw ourselves a Preordain. Well, let's just Ponder. I think we have to actually shuffle these away. We'd like Spell Pierce. We'll draw the Spell Pierce. And then we'll draw Kiln Fiend next turn, and then we can preordain to get rid of the island that's on top there. Yeah, I'm really not used to this style of deck. This is brand new to me, all these top of the deck manipulation stuff. Opponent's gonna float away, play Boros Garrison, makes sense. Ooh, cycling secluded step, okay. They pass. There's the Kiln Fiend we knew about. We'll play our island, play our Delver of Secrets, and I think we have to keep open our Spell Pierce here. And just hope we flip without the setup. Adds red-white, gonna play Prism, sure. Radiant Fountain, gain a bit of life, yeah, makes sense. Glinthawk, sure. Pick up Prism is my guess. Draw the island. Play the island. Play a Delver. Preordain. Top. Top. Pass the turn. Opponent's gonna Bajuka Bog away our stuff, that's fine. Prism, okay, gonna redraw. And Glinthawk, sure, okay, so I mean they do have the blockers for our flip Delvers here. One does attack, okay, we'll take two. I think we actually prefer them attacking here. Brainstorm, yeah, let's Brainstorm. Put back Preordain Brainstorm. Untap. Reveal the Brainstorm. Flip our Delvers. Go to combat. Attack for 6. Opponent's gonna block 1. Get him for 3. Should have brainstormed first. Maybe, yeah, I hit the red source, but alright. That's fine. Let's go Island back. Battle Rage back. Play a Mountain. Play our Kiln Fiend. Now we can still protect it, so that's something. We can kind of protect it. Opponent does have a little bit more mana available to them now, but if they run out Prism, that's 2 up. Okay, Great Furnace. Ooh, black. That's not good for us. Chainer's Edict. Alchemist Vial. Okay, okay. Makes sense. Prophetic Prism. Do we want to Spell Pierce that? I don't think we want to let them draw here. We better save it for a removal spell. Nothing for the opponent, okay. So we'll preordain. Let's go bottom, top, draw the Cyclops. Go to combat. Let's see if they stop somebody from attacking. Yeah, looks like they're going to. Targeting the Kiln Fiend, sure. Well, we'll attack with the Insect. And then I think we just run out a second Kiln Fiend with a bigger butt. Because then we can just hit this and then hopefully Team or Battle Rage, and that should be 3, 4, 7, yeah, ooh. Ooh! Yep. Cyclops gone. Skyfisher, sure. Probably gonna pick up Prism? Yep. There's the Prism, sure. Gonna draw. And another Boros Garrison. Probably gonna drop Radiant Fountain is my guess. And picks up the Bajuka Bog. Once I got our yard. Okay, well, that's fine. They pass, alright. Drop Peak. Well, let's take a little peek, see what opponent's got going on. Palace Sentinels is good, but everything else is pretty vanilla, so yeah, that's fine. We'll draw. Draw Mountain. Play our Mountain. Let's phase out the Skyfisher. Go to combat. Attack with both. Team or Battle Rage, so we have First Strike and Trample. And gotcha. Oh, nice. Woo, that's the power of this deck. Wow, 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 wow. Alright, punting in Pauper with some Izzet Blitz, and this hand is a one-lander, but we can ponder. We do have a Delver. I think we'll keep it. See what our opponent's on. Plays a Swamp, alright. Well, so maybe just mono black control. Well, let's play an Island. Let's ponder. Bottom, or top, 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 draw the Mountain. Pass the turn. He plays Island and Augur Bolas. Okay, so this may be just blue-black Delver. Hopefully they whiff here. Ooh, they do. Nice, that's good for us. Okay. Draw ourselves our Island. Well, let's play our Mountain. And let's play a Kiln Fiend. Pass the turn. It's going to preordain, okay. It's the Island. Echoing Decay. Is it worth mutagenic growthing here? I think so. Let's do it. Let's keep our Kiln Fiend around. This means they can't get in with their Augur, too. Alright, we drop Brainstorm, so we'll play an Island. We'll Brainstorm. Put back Delver and Preordain. Do we try to Brainstorm to hit another Bolt? I don't think so. Let's Sapphire Charm. Give our Fiend some flying. And let's just get him for 7. Come down to 13. Pass like that. Someone plays an Island. Brainstorms, okay. Passes the turn, okay. We'll untap. We draw Preordain. We will Brainstorm. We get Mutagenic Growth and Ponder and Delver. Let's put back Delver, Ponder. Okay, go to attacks. Attack with Kiln Fiend. Opponent blocks, sure. Play Delver. Yep. Makes sense. Alright, pass the turn. Opponent Brainstorm, sure. Basic Land Cycles and Ash Barrens, okay. Island. Looks like they have Counter Magic up. Agony Warp. Well, Dispel kind of gets us here. I think we'll try. We'll try the Mutagenic Growth. Pay the life. Alright, so we get to keep Kiln Fiend for now. When it passes, draw our Ponder. So let's Ponder. Top, top, top. We'll draw the Bolt. We'll Preordain. Bottom, top. So we'll draw a Delver. Bolt our opponent. And we'll have him for Xaxes. Nice. Alright, let's go to sideboards. Alright, so after sideboards, we're going to take out 2 Peaks, a Spell Pierce because it's a little bit too slow, the Sapphire Chimes because it's not a huge creature matchup, and the Fire Ice for 2 red Elemental Blast, deal with the blue stuff that's going on, a couple Gut Shots help us with some extra reach, and then some more Dispel just as some extra protection in our own counter suite. So yeah, let's run it like that. So we don't have any of our threats, but we do have some of our sideboard tech, and I kind of want to see if we can draw into maybe something, so I think we keep this actually. One plays Terramorphic Expanse, okay. Draw Cyclops, so that's pretty okay. Let's play an Island, and we'll just pass the turn. Opponent cracks their Expanse. Opponent plays second Island, okay. Passes turn. Draw Apostle's Blessing. Well, we'll play our mountain, and we'll just pass ourselves to. We'll place third island. Nobody wants to commit anything. Another Cyclops. We're gonna have to go to discard here, unfortunately, soon. So that's not great. But all right. So we'll discard a blessing. Hold on to our 2 Cyclopses for the time being. Come place a swamp. Alright, land, please. We hit the mountain, so we'll play a mountain. And 1 Cyclops just gets countered here. So let's play it. See what they do. Draw it out. Gonna brainstorm first, okay. Interesting. Okay, Cyclops resolves. Interesting. Well, maybe they'll draw an answer next turn, but if not, we're in not a bad position here. Pass the turn. Uh-oh, opponent's end step effects. No, end step effects. So Agony Warp doesn't kill it, which is nice. There's a preordained, sure. Place Terramorphic Expanse. Snuff out. Yeah, they're gonna pay the life. Sure, Snuff out resolves. One passes, okay. Land would be good. Kiln Fiend. Well, let's try a Kiln Fiend. Resolves, alright. This time we can hold open our Dispel. REB might be better, but Spell Setter Sprite. Okay, that's fine. Attacks. Likely going to Ninja here. Yep, there's Ninja. Plays another island. Alright, well, as long as the opponent doesn't have Echoing Truth here, we might be okay. Preordain. Okay, well, let's go to combat. Attack with Kiln Fiend. Mutagenic Growth. Pay some life. Mutagenic Growth. Pay some life. And let's just go for it. Lightning Bolt ya? Echoing Truth. Well, we will dispel Echoing Truth. Grow our Kiln Fiend. If one plays Dispel, well, we will Red Elemental Blast the Dispel. Look at this stack right now. Did we get there? Did it work? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! I can't believe we got there! Wow, the power of this deck when it really goes off. It really goes off. That was a 20 power Kiln Fiend on turn 6. That's not bad. We had to do some setting up, and there was a little bit of, touch and go there with the opponent's style of deck, but wow, that was crazy. That's crazy. We're going to draw some gas, too. Wow. Alright, Punting in Pauper with some Izzet Blitz, and over on this side, we have a reasonable hand, but we are left with 2 Evolving Wilds, which is a little bit slow, but we are on the draw, and I mean, we are going to get our colors, so I think we just keep this. There's a swamp, okay. We don't like decks with removal a whole lot, so let's see what we draw. It's gonna be Delver, so let's go ahead and just play our wilds, and we'll pass the turn. We'll play Basilica, alright. We'll crack this. Get ourselves an island. We draw island. Oh, maybe we should have fetched the mountain. Yes. Okay, well, let's play island. Let's play Delver. Pass the turn. We'll brainstorm end step to set up our draws. Hopefully flip. Opponent plays a swamp. Pristine Talisman. Okay, so maybe this is Pestilence? Oh, we forgot to brainstorm. Dang, got too excited about a reasonable matchup for us. Hopefully this turns out to be good. Sapphire Charm, so we got lucky. Delver does flip. Let's play our Evolving Wilds. Attack for 3 with our Insectal Aberration. Opponent's gonna gain 1 with their Talisman, sure. We'll crack our Wilds. Go ahead and get a Mountain. And let's play another Delver. Opponent plays second Pristine Talisman. Okay. Gonna be able to gain some serious life over the course of a few turns with that. And they pass. Okay, well, we'll Brainstorm so we can try to set up here. So let's go Preordain, Battle Rage back. Untap. So now we got 2 Flip Delvers here. So we draw a Temur Battle Rage. Well, let's just go to combat first. Attack for 6. It's gonna gain a life, sure. And let's play a Kiln Fiend, and then we'll have it next turn, provided they don't get a Pestilence down here. But we're gonna cast down our Kiln Fiend. Yeah, that's fine. We can't do anything about it. Scout Barons gain a life. Draw our Preordain. We'll go to combat. Attack for 6. Yeah, let's run out another Kiln Fiend. Pass the turn. We could have preordained to look for a protection spell, but rolling the dice here. See if we can just pressure them enough that we win next turn. Okay, we got it. Yeah, even with a Pestilence, they would only been able to activate it once. So, yeah, let's go to sideboards. Alright, so after sideboards, we're going to go up 2 Abrades to hate on the Pristine Talisman. That is one of the ways the opponent's deck gains life to kind of outmatch us. And then a couple more Dispels to protect us from removal. We'll go down the Fire Ice, that is. We'll go down the Peaks. I just don't know, probably one of the first things to cut in the deck. And then just 1 Cyclops just to kind of trim the rest out. And yeah, let's run it like this. So this hand does not have a threat. We do get to look 3 cards deep and then maybe do a shuffle. And we do have a Braid to hate on Talisman and 3 lands, so I think we're going to try it. We are on the draw. Opponent plays Scoured Barrens, gains a life. We draw Island, so we'll play an Island. Ponder. And we have to shuffle because we don't have a threat soon enough. Okay, Spell Pierce something. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Swamp. Alright, seems good. We'll untap. Draw Ponder. Okay, well, let's play Island. Let's Ponder. I think we're just going to shuffle again. And we draw another Island. Okay, well, pass the turn. Pajuka Bog, sure. We can't get anything back from our yard as it is, so that's fine. And Night's Whisper, so they're going to draw 2 and lose 2. Well, let's see what we draw. We hit Kiln Fiend, so we'll play the Mountain. We will play the Kiln Fiend. Hopefully we can keep it alive. We do have a Spell Pierce. We also have Mutagenic Growth if it's one of those kind of spells. A damage dealing spell. Radiant Fountain. Okay, opponent's gonna gain a bit of life. Hope they go for the Pestilence here and we can just blow them out with the Spell Pierce. Alright, nothing from our opponent this time. We draw Delver, so let's play an Island. Let's go to combat. Attack with Kiln Fiend. For damage, let's go ahead and pump it with the Growth. Get him for 6. One's gonna unmake. Well, we're gonna Spell Pierce that. That's gonna grow Kiln Fiend. And I think that just wins us the game because Battle Rage will be enough to pump him the rest of the way. So Temur Battle Rage on Kiln Fiend. Up to 12 power. Sure, he's got double strike. Let it all resolve. They can't pay 2. And gotcha. Oh man. Kiln Fiend, wow.
Alright, so how did we do this week? Punting and Pauper with some Izzet Blitz, and I gotta say, this deck can get in there fast, and oh my lord, does it do some work. So, match number one, I originally thought maybe we were up against a Pestilence list, I just saw Orzhov colors, but it turned out to be Mardu Bully, Mardu Monarch, not really sure what you would call that that strategy, but yeah, either way, we got in fast. We were able to take care of our opponent really quickly, and even in game 2 when they started to set up, you know, we were still able to push through, get some big threats on board, and just take care of the opponent before they could really get anything set up. So so that was a good matchup for us. Game 2 we played against what I'm going to assume was supposed to be a bit of a Dimir control / Dimir Delver list. I never did see Delver technically, but we were able to use mutagenic growth as kind of like a counterspell to opponents' removal, keep our Kiln Fiend around, and that really did a lot of work for us. And originally I thought, you know, I don't want to lose the value of, you know, using mutagenic growth as a way to boost our Kiln Fiend when we're going in for the attack, but using it as a counter to keep it alive actually turned out to be quite good for us. Opponent whiffing on that Augur of Bolas, I think that really did us a lot of work, because that could have, you know, changed kind of the way that game set up. But yeah, we took that one in 2 games as well, and then the last one I can only assume was Pestilence, because it looked like with the talismans and everything, it looked like they were trying to kind of set up that way. But again, we were able to get in and take care of the opponent before they were able to really set up. So the deck is really good at getting in quick and kind of hosing control decks, as far as I could tell. That might not always be the case, but at least in the 3 matches that we had recorded for today, yeah, wow. If we can get set up and then have some protection in the back end, it's really hard for opponents to get through. And wow, does Kiln Fiend get big fast. In game 2 there, we saw how big that stack got, and opponent trying to take care of Kiln Fiend, get it off the board, actually resulted in us winning, because we were able to play our counter spell, which pushed through, let us Temur Battle Rage and take the game. So full disclosure though, I did record some earlier games when I was still learning and testing this deck that went very poorly, because the top deck manipulation takes a little bit of time to get used to, I'll admit, at least for me. So like trying to make sure that I could flip my Delvers properly with like Brainstorms and Ponders, I was really messing that up. So there were some games that I recorded that I didn't put in the video today, because I thought they would just be really hard to watch. Me just like, I know we're Punting and Pauper here, so you know it's kind of the joke, it's kind of the gimmick, but I thought it would be pretty much unwatchable to see me fumble that way. So I will say, and I guess that probably goes for all Delver decks, is there's a little bit of a learning curve in that sense on manipulating the top of the deck and getting it set up that way. But all in all, this is a really fun deck to play. It's really crazy, and it lives up to its name. We're blitzing through, we're getting in through big damage really quick out of nowhere. Big Cyclopses, big Kiln Fiends, Delver doing Delver stuff, and what can I say? I loved it. I had a great time. Is it tier 1, tier 0? That I don't know. I didn't take it into any leagues. I didn't run too many queues with it, mostly in free play. So, but I mean, hey, it's fun. It's relatively cheap. I think the most expensive card is Preordain. After that, everything is pretty much pennies. So yeah, I really enjoyed this deck. I really highly recommend playing it against, you know, just your friends, just some casual fun stuff. So yeah. So please let me know what you guys thought of this video down in the comments below. Let me know if there's anything you would change. Let me know what you liked, what you disliked. What did you think about the music I had in the background this time? I wanted to try something a little bit different. Does it add to the experience? Does it take away from it? I know my clicks were a little bit loud from the mouse, so I'm going to rectify that for next time. I do apologize for that. But yes, please feel free to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you like what we're doing here. Tell your friends about us if you want to share. And I look forward to seeing you again next time.